What is up and welcome back, you guys. So today I'm bringing you another Polygel tutorial. I love Polygel nails, you guys. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I'm into nails, I'm into hair, I'm into makeup, I'm into kind of a lot of things. So my last Polygel tutorial video on here was a pretty big hit. I had a lot of DMs on Instagram from you guys asking about it, so I'm bringing you another tutorial with this gorgeous kit that Model1 sent me to test out for you guys on here. I'm showing you everything in this kit. You can find it on their website. It will be linked down below, and if you use my code, it will also save you 15% off. So this kit comes with everything you'll need to complete these nails. It comes with dual forms, glitters, brush, file. They also sent me these beautiful Polygel glitters to swatch for you guys, and I did end up using one of these in this tutorial. The glitter Polygel does not come with the kit, so if you want to add one of these on, just do that on the website. Everything's super affordable. So I wasn't exactly ready to take off my yellow nails, so I'm using my handy dandy hand. I haven't given her a name yet, but she's my practice hand. I love using this. It's just easy to practice my designs. I highly encourage you guys, if you love working with nails and you don't always want to take a set on and off your hands, get you one of these. It's on Amazon. I'll link it down below. I'm using my Melody Susie drill. I always like to talk about things I'm using in my videos for you guys. Everything, again, that I am using in this video is listed down below. Make sure and check the links out. Even though this is my practice hand, I'm just going to show you guys what to do to prep your nails before you apply the Polygel. You can't just stick them on your natural nails. You always want to take off the shine, so I love just using this nail drill. If you don't have a drill, you can use a file. It just may take you a little longer, no big deal. Cut the nails down, file them, and then you're ready to apply your primers and your dehydrators. That helps prevent lifting. I'll also link those down below, but then after you get done with that, here's where you grab these forms. These forms are super easy to use for beginners, I personally think. Just make sure you size them correctly. The first one I showed you was too big. The second one fits sidewall to sidewall. I'm using two colors out of this kit. It is the pink and the white, and then I'm grabbing that beautiful pink glitter Polygel that they sent me, and I'm gonna marble this in with these two other colors. So you can find all of this on their website, and I'm just going to take my tool that it came with, the brush. It's got a spatula on one end just to kind of like maneuver those. I don't want to mix them too much because it'll just mix them together and you won't get that kind of marbled effect. And I will say, once I started doing this, with each nail I got better and I kind of understood or knew how I wanted to place the Polygel in the form. I needed to use more glitter at first. I didn't use enough until like my third nail, just saying that right off the bat. But again, that's what's great about this practice hand, is you can just practice until you get that technique down, and then you can put it on your real nails. No harm done. So if you're not familiar with Polygel, this is a dual form. It's also called poppets. You just put it on your nail after you place the Polygel in, and then cure it, and then it pops off. I'll show you in a minute, but here's me just placing that Polygel in, pushing down, smoothing it around. If you want a detailed, in-depth tutorial of how to put Polygel in a dual form, check out my last video. It'll be linked right here in the cards. So before I stick that on my hand, I'm going to put down a layer of base coat on the nail. Then you're going to get your UV LED lamp, and you're going to set it for 30 seconds and just let that nail cure with the base coat. That is going to adhere the Polygel. Don't just stick the Polygel on your nail without the base coat. And in a minute, I'm going to use a different lamp because this one's so massive. If you're in the market for a lamp, I will link some options down below that are good starters from Amazon that aren't too expensive, like the one I'm using. You don't need to use that to start. Then I'm going to place that form on the nail and just barely apply pressure, getting my lamp out to flash cure it, which means I'm just going to hold it over for 5 or 10 seconds so that form doesn't move. And then I'm going to stick the lamp back over it after I make sure it's all nice and smooth and the Polygel kind of smoothed all over the nail to cure it for the full. I usually leave it in there for 2 minutes just in case. Some Polygels say they'll cure in 90 seconds, some say 1.5 minutes, some say 2 minutes. I just do 2 minutes just in case. So I hit that 90-second button twice. It's a little more than 2 minutes, but just to ensure it's fully cured, then you just wiggle that form and it pops right off. It's the smoothest feeling nail you will ever have or you will ever do. I love Polygel nails for that reason. They're super smooth, and once you do this, you can just file a little bit and apply your top coat. So it's a super easy technique to achieve beautiful, gorgeous, custom looking nails. You would have to pay a fortune for these at a nail salon. I mean, easily $70 plus for a marble design like this. And you can do this right at home with this kit. So I grabbed my little Après lamp just because that Kiara Skies was so big. So I'm going to kind of double action this. I'm going to go ahead and cure that base coat while I start applying the Polygel in the form. Remember, cure your base coat on your nail for 30 seconds. And then you can put the Polygel form on top of the base coat and then cure it all together. I pretty much explained how this method works with the base coat, putting the Polygel in the form, smoothing it out. So I'm just going to let you enjoy watching a little bit of this tutorial, and then I'll come back in just a minute to finish up the nails.
Close till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Here is one of my favorite nails, and I finally figured out how to really make that marble design pop. The first one was really good. The second one, I didn't add as much glitter, but this third nail was like perfect. It was exactly what I was envisioning my marble nails to look like. But again, they're supposed to look different. They're not supposed to all look the same. So for my first time at marbling, this came out pretty dang good. And I forgot to mention, because these tubes are kind of small, I'm not packing these forms as thick as I would like if I was putting them on my real nail. Like, they're a little bit on the thin side for my Polygel nails. So I just didn't want to waste it because I plan on using this on my own and on my clients. So you will have to put a little bit more Polygel in these forms than I am with this practice hand. Also, I forgot to mention earlier that the kit does come with slip solution. You have to have some type of solution to maneuver the Polygel, whether you're putting it in a form or just painting it over a tip or your natural nail. That's going to make it adhere and smooth out easier. I just used alcohol. I did not use the solution that came in the kit. I've always just used alcohol, but if you cannot find any, because I know there's a shortage right now, definitely use that slip solution. So now we're at the end. Basically, we're just going to cut to our desired length and start forming our shape. I clip off the sides because I prefer a little bit of a coffin-shaped nail. So clipping the sides off always just help taper it in a little bit faster than just trying to do it all by yourself with a file. But really, there's not a lot of filing to do with Polygel. It's already super smooth. So I just get it into that shape that I want, and then I just lightly file the top of the nail with a 180 grit file just to give it a little bit of a roughness so that top coat will stick and not peel off. I feel like top coats peel off a lot easier if you don't rough up the nail a little bit. Do not buff, always rough is how I remember learning this technique. So get a 180 grit file and just rough up the top wipe it off, and then you're ready for the top coat. Now moving on to the top coat, this is my most favorite part, other than popping off those forms because that's super satisfying. I'm just going to apply this to each one of the nails, stick it in my lamp for 90 seconds, and give it a cure. If I was doing this on my own nails, I like to layer 2 coats of top coat. I'm just doing one since it's a practice hand, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this, you guys. This Polygel from Model-Ones is super easy to work with. It's not super thick and sticky. It's pretty easy to maneuver. I don't know how many times I just said pretty, but let's just add another one. How pretty are these nails? Like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. And if you don't want to do like a full hand of marble, you can do one accent nail or just a couple. I mean, it's just such a gorgeous technique that's super easy to achieve with Polygel. So give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Check out Model-Ones website if you're interested in any of these products, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Hope you guys have a great day and a wonderful week.